Peace, peace, family. How y'all doing today? YouTube. Hope everybody's doing okay. 1 second here. Give it a couple minutes to let a few more come in. Click on the like button if you will as you're coming in. I appreciate it. We're going to just have what I call on this channel, hey Kiki, what I call on this channel, Soul's Journey's message. And I know this channel is different, but before I go into that, welcome back to all of my Soul Tribe family. And this is really just a message of encouragement to my Soul Tribe family. I do want to say thanks to all that has joined the Soul Tribe by way of subscribing to the channel. The channel is growing even when I'm asleep. And I also want to say that to those out there who have been dealing with various situations, hey, various situations got me watching you in this football game. That's okay. But for those of you who have endured a whole lot this year, last year, since the pandemic, years before the pandemic, I felt compelled today to just come and stop by and let y'all know a change is coming. Now, I know we've heard this here on many occasions, but I'm here to just tell you that that is the truth. In every aspect of your being, a change is definitely on the way. And I know a lot of times we'll hear these things and we'll hear people say these things. It's not that it'll go in one ear and go out the other. It's just that some have been through some tumultuous times. They have been through a lot of trying times, a lot of heartache, heartbreak, and a lot of times it's just a matter of hearing from each other, if you will, about change. And speaking of change, I freely leave my email available in the description box, as well as I always put it in the comment section, because trust and believe, I get these emails and I can just, being an inner reader, I can just pick up on the energies. And it's a lot of people, even if I don't get the emails from everybody, of course, but not just so much on this channel. In just everyday life, there's a lot of people that are going through things. There's a lot of people that are hurting. There's a lot of betrayal. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety. And a lot of it has to do with, one, our soul's journey. And what I simply mean by that is, when you know what soul is, and when you know what the purpose of your soul, you'll find yourself gravitating more and more to your soul's purpose, because your soul desires what our physical don't desire. Again, 99% of the time, our soul desires more than what we really know. But our personal desire stands in the way and blocks your soul's desires and purpose. Your soul know you more than anybody or anything because your soul makes up of your energy that allows you to be here in this here 3D or third dimensional realm, or this physical realm. Your soul energetically has been with you ever since its inception in existence. And this could span so many lifetimes, right? So on the Soul's Journeys channel, I've made it my business, if you will, to come at least once a week and deliver what I call a Soul's Journeys message. Now we're getting ready to go into October. And let me also say this before I go into, and I don't call people's name out. I'm not like that. But hold on for a second. But to the sister that emailed me and commented, if you will, behind the scenes, so to speak, left me a message. I want you to know that, yeah, change is coming for you as well. And I don't want to be the type to say, hang on in there, but that's just kind of like brush off type of a response. But I really want you to know that there is more going on in your life that's positive. It's just that sometimes it's like that Five of Cups energy we focus more on, or the Four of Cups energy, we focus more on the Three Cups that was spilled out, or the three relationships, be it with family, friend, or lovers, that didn't work out. And yet divine and spirit, or of course the universe, has this beautiful cup full of soul energy and is trying to give it to you. But if we are captivated in our mental despair, our mental entrapment, mentally complex, confused, anxiety and depressions, and all of these things, the toxic environments around us, we can't see that divine gift. We can't see that cup. And I want to let that sister know. She'll probably come in the live, but I want to let her know. We've heard the saying. And it may be difficult for some of us, but we've heard that saying, don't cry over spilled milk. That is so true. Because once the milk is spilled out on the ground, it's not like you can get that milk back again. So it's kind of like my dad would say, sometimes, boy, look, you have to just pull up your britches, man up, tighten up your buckle strap, and keep going. And that's so true. We're going into October now. And I've shared with people on the channel that between September the 25th today, new moon, I'll be doing a video tonight, 9. But between September the 5th, and they say technically from an astrological standpoint, to October the 2nd or the 3rd, we are still in this Mercury Retrograde energy. Now, for those who don't believe in energy, don't know nothing about energy, could care two dead flies about energy, that's fine. As long as you know everything around you, including you, everything you touch, everything you think, everything you eat, everything you smell, everything is energy. You may not know it or see it as energy, but everything is energy. So this Mercury retrograde energy through October the 2nd or 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, this Mercury retrograde energy this year is potent. I've had at least 2 people, one that I haven't heard from in over a year, and the other one, it's been years. And it's amazing how that over time, you would think the old saying, time heals all wounds, but it don't. That's it. Because people are still hurting from past situations in life. I have a family member that's been holding grudge against the entire family for 35 years. And no one has come up with a way to let this person know, hey, we're sorry about whatever you feel that happened 35 years ago. And there's nothing that nobody can do about what happened 35 years ago. These are what you call torn, mentally complex souls. Now, October, we're into that harvest season. And our ancestors, for thousands and thousands of years, they prepared themselves for all year long for this time of the year, harvest. I'm sure we've all heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow. From an agricultural standpoint, if you started out early at the beginning of the year, which is really truly in the end of March, April, if you started out the beginning of the year planting positive, good, energetic seeds, then the universe during the harvest during the harvest season, we got a harvest moon, harvest new moon, harvest full moon, right? So tomorrow on the 25th, we'll have our harvest new moon. We just, quote unquote, celebrated our fall equinox. This is the beginning of harvest season. Why is this important? Because next month, peace and blessings. I got my moderator, my sister Monique in here. Listen, next month, we're in harvest season now. So whatever you have put in the universe, whatever energetic seeds you have planted in the universe is getting ready during its cosmic agricultural season, harvest season, is going to return to you that which you have planted. So, I'm going to give y'all a couple of stories for those that may be, Christians or what have you. If y'all can remember, when you read the Bible, there is this time in which, quote unquote, Joseph, and he had this dream, And in this dream, he saw his brothers bowing down to him, as well as his dad. Now, the story that I'm telling y'all from a biblical, this is just me giving you facts without having to go into a lecture. The story that I'm telling you from a biblical standpoint is mystic, is mythical, but it does have some truth to it. And the truth that is in it, it springs forward out of what we call modern day Egypt or Kemet. Now back to the dream. So his brothers, he saw in this dream his brothers bowing down to him as his dad, right? So when he awakened from the dream, he told his dad, Israel, about the dream. And his dad was so excited about the dream because he was the youngest boy, that his dad, y'all know the story, goes out and make him a coat of many colors, and then his brothers got jealous, all because of a dream, all because of a coat. Let me just show y'all. Now, for those of y'all who believe that, you know, if you're a Hebrew or a Hebrew Israelite, you believe that these people were melanated people or black people or dark like me and you. So that just goes to show you, just like even then, even now, a dream and a coat made his brothers jealous of him. Let's fast forward. His brothers ended up taking him out and putting him on this here road. It was a trade road that goes down from, say, quote unquote, Palestine or Israel, all the way up to Egypt. So his brothers placed him on this road and bound him up and left him for the wild beasts to eat and devour. But then there was this group of Kemetites from Kemet, from Egypt, and they were merchant people. And as they were on their regular route as merchant people and leaders, they saw this here young boy on the side of the road, if you will, all bound up. And they got the dude, Joseph, and they took him back to Egypt. Again, he gets to Egypt and he has another dream. But this dream was dealing with him letting Pharaoh know, because Pharaoh had had a dream. I'm going somewhere with this. So when Pharaoh told Joseph the dream, and then before he told Joseph the dream, he told all the priests, just according to the Bible. I know it's a lot different, but according to the Bible for the storyline. And none of the magicians, none of the priests and the high priest could interpret Pharaoh's dream. So the butler that was at Pharaoh's house and the chef, if you will, they all got locked up because Pharaoh's wife said that Joseph had sex with her, right? That was the lie. That's a seed, a negative energy seed. It's going to play out here in a second. So they ended up getting locked up. But then they ended up letting them out because Pharaoh's birthday was coming up and it's this huge celebration. And he didn't have no butler and no chef. But come to find out, one of them, butler or the chef, one of them, Joseph had told him that you was going to die. He was going to get killed in 3 days. And he did. The other one, they let him out before Joseph. And Joseph said, hey, look, tell Pharaoh to remember me. So the day before the celebration, Pharaoh has this dream. And in this dream, it was terrible. So he went and for the magicians in Egypt and the priest and high priest, and nobody could interpret the dream. So then the butler, the chief butler, said, hey, Pharaoh, I know this dude that I was locked up with, Joseph, the Hebrew, and he interprets dreams. So then he had them to bring him from prison and told Joseph the dream. And Joseph interpreted the dream just like that. But he spoke of 7 years of plenteous and 7 years of famine. Now, let's get into it. So, we all know what happens from that story. This harvest season that we're in now has a lot to do with the whole planet entering into a whole new cosmic cycle, a whole new cosmic season last year on December 21st, 2021. Add it all. If you don't want to add it up, I'm going to add it up for y'all because this is going to make sense to a lot of people when I do this. All right. Now we're talking about a message of change. Now watch this here. 12, 21, 21. 12, 21, 21. The universe speaks in the language of numbers worldwide. And when you break this down, when you break this 12, 21, 21 down, you get 9. One plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3, 6, 9. All right. We're on Iris Soul's Journey in Tarot. And Tarot, 9 equals ending. Let me say that again. In Tarot, 9 symbolizes ending. Last year, we ended a whole cosmic cycle. You don't have to believe me. We ended a cycle. And when we ended this cycle, this is the universe saying, okay, I am moving into a whole new dimension. And it's the 5th. Everything forward. The age of Aquarius forward. Now, I want y'all to follow me because something is getting ready to take place in 2023 during Aries season. My sister is here, Monique Hill. She's probably familiar with what I'm talking about because I've shared it many times on Facebook. I'm going to give y'all a date. And I want y'all to remember this date. Then that way you can at least say, yeah, I remember Ivory telling me this. March 28, 23. It's significant to this. March 2023. All right. So let's do the math. We got 5, 13, 15, 18. We got 18. If you take 3, this is the universal language that I'm using here. You take plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. We're on a channel called Ivory Soul's Journey in Tarot. So the tarot equivalent of this 18 equals 8 plus 1 equals 9. Y'all see how I broke down this March 28th. Now your Masons and elites, they already on this shit, and they know about this shit. It's just that the people that is meant to know, we don't want to know. We too goddamn busy doing all other kind of shit. But at least if you come by this channel, you'll get some information that you may not know. All right, there it is. You have to screenshot it. 3, 28, 23. Next year, March 28. Now, if you look on your calendar, March 28, what zodiac season is that? Let me help you out. March 28, 2023 is Aries season. All right. All right. So what? What do you mean by all this? All right, here we go. You do tarot readings. Those who was here last Sunday, I broke down to you the origin of tarot. It is a Kemetic origin. You know Egypt. It is a Kemetic origin. Your ancestors knew all about what I'm talking about and what we're getting ready to experience long before the European version of tarot that they say come out of Milan, Italy. That's a lie. Europe or England or Scotland. That's a lie. All right. So in tarot, when you go to a page and you hear them, whether it's this page or any other, or this channel or any other channel, they start the readings for all 12 zodiacs, which are just merely constellations, by the way. They start out with this. And they end with this. Now, if you think I'm lying or if you don't believe me, just go to any other channel. You ain't got to believe me. But I'm an optimistic person. I really that you'll at least hear me out. We start at Aries and end in Pisces. Now, what does that mean? I just shared with you that from a universal standpoint, cosmic standpoint, as above, so below, right? Last year, 12/21/21 ended a universal cosmic cycle. You got that? I shared with you a date. And 12/21/21. When you add up the universal language in numbers, it comes out to 9. And in tarot, 9 signifies ending. 10 signifies new beginnings or endings / new beginnings. All right. I gave you a date that I gave to people on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm just giving you downloads that I've been had now for a few years. 3/28/23. March 28, 23. When you add those numbers up, it comes to 18. When you break 18 down universally, it's 8 plus 1 equals 9. 9 represents endings. All right. And we know that March 28 is what? Aries season. All right. When you read all 12 zodiacs and somebody says, okay, we're going to go ahead today. This is a reading. This is a reading for all zodiacs, yada, 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 yada. All right. They start with Aries and it ends with Pisces. Trying to get all these alphabet characters in here. I'll still explain it to you. All right. Aries means amen. Amen. When you get through saying all of your prayers, you say amen. I don't care what your religion is. I've been a Christian and a Muslim. And when you get through with your prayers or your salats, you say amen. That's Aries. Pisces is beliefs. That's the age of the fish. The age of I believe. All right. Aquarius is the age of I know. So now the universe has moved forward out of the age of Pisces and entered in a retro in the third dimension from Aquarius back to Pisces. Only temporary, just like any other planet that goes into retrograde. The ending of, get this good now, the ending of Pisces season next year in 2023. We go out of all of these retros, all these planets that's in retrograde now. We go, all of them will be back direct, with the exception of one, and go in retro one more time. Jupiter in Aries. Right now you have Jupiter in Aries. It's going to be like that until when? All right. So now that we've established a universal order of the events, I ain't saying shit about down here on Earth. The universe. That's as above. On March the 23rd, Aries season Starts all over again. Your ancestor, your ancient ancestors, and what is called modern day Uganda, at the foot of the hills of the mountains of the moon is Pisces energy. Everything that's hidden is going to be exposed. And as these exposure takes place, I just did a video this morning. I usually do it every morning on my Facebook page until the federal government and people that look like you started hacking the page and censoring the page. But I used to do what is called Sunday morning hangout. My sister Monique here, she's been to a few of them. All right, so I've been talking about this for years. We're in it now. We're in it. We're not waiting on shit. We're in it now. Everything from the pandemic to now and the major catastrophic events to come. March the 28th, 2023 will start the ending of what you know as empires, governments, world leaders. A lot of them ain't going to even make it even until then. Well, we know the queen is gone. But my point being is this here. We're headed for an ending as we know it. I didn't say judgment day. All of your systems, all of your empires are going to be universally, energetically disturbed. And the universe is saying by any means necessary. Y'all want to shoot nuclear bombs at each other? Go right the fuck ahead. That's part of the cleanse. Amen. Amen. The statue of Amen, the first known statue that y'all might have pictures and statues of different deities and ancient people, but the very first one was at the foot of the hill of the mountains of the moon, a statue erected in honor of Amen. Amen is the all unknown, all the unseen. We say God, Allah, Jah, Jehovah, what have you. Universe says amen. Amen means endings. Break down the word. Every word on this planet has a numerical, universal, symbolic meaning, including your name, your birthday, everything. This harvest season this year is the first harvest season in a new universal cosmic cycle. So it's going to be a lot of endings. Here on the Soul's Journeys channel, I want to share this here with y'all because a lot of times we don't know things like your ba, B-A. That's your soul. Your ka is your spirit. And because of this here, the oldest available fully written historical text from ancient time is the Egyptian or the coffin text. And in these texts, in these pyramids, lies everything that they talking about now in these here religious books, Revelation, Jihad, End of Days, world coming to an end, Judgment Day, the veils, the candlesticks. This is stuff is just reference to what was already written in ancient texts thousands of years ago, using sacred geometry and Heku. Heku means magic. If you go and get a, hold on. I'm going to break some stuff down to you from a tarot standpoint. And then you'll know what is going on energetically. And that's why I'm telling people change is going to come. Now, this is a tarot deck. We all know the Fool means zero in tarot. The number is zero, meaning it don't even count. Why is it counting? Because that's your soul. That's your soul. All right. So the very first card in tarot is this. The number. Magician. This is not the same tarot card of ancient. This dude does not look like this in Kemet. In the Bimbine tablets, where you first get the first 54 cards that we call tarot. That's on the Bimbine tablets. All right. One represents what? New beginning. Right? The Magician card here, the origin of this card, magician or magic, the ancient word for magic is Heku. H-E-K-U. Heku. Now, the very next card after magician, I know what it is. I'm just going to pull it out and let you see it. Just a second here. I'll get it. I promise you I'm going to get it. Today we're talking about change. I know y'all done heard the song by Sam Cooke, "A Change is Gonna Come." I'm telling you, and I'm not Sam Cooke, a change is coming. Hold on. Just here. I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it. It's here. I knew it. Trust me, it's here. I did this here last week, but not like what I'm getting ready to do now. Give me 1 second here. Almost done. I'm trying to find this card. Now watch. As soon as I don't tell me it's the last damn card. Now if I go and check the last card and it's there, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Where is this card? There it is. All right. Let me show y'all again. This is not the same card in ancient tarot. I didn't say European tarot. I said ancient tarot. You need at least 10,000 years, 9,000 years, I'm sorry, to be considered ancient time. All right. This Fool on this card, it has the number 0. There's a totally different Fool image on the ancient card in Kemet. All right, it says 0. The reason why your tarot cards today start out with 0 is because this Fool card is really the wounded warrior in modern day tarot. However, this Fool, 0. So in other words, they're saying, this just don't count. The Fool symbolically represents your soul. They say the Fool is what? Take a leap of faith. So this Fool represents symbolically your soul's journey. He goes from what? He goes from 0 to 21. Now, why is that important? I told y'all there was a date that something ended and something began last year. Let me pull it back out here. Right here. The 21st, the 2021. 2021. You got 21 there really 3 times. And this card is 21. Tarot stops at 21. And then when it stops at 21, the fool starts a whole new journey. Your soul starts a whole new journey. All right? Now we know that this is number 1, Heku, magic. And number 2, High Priestess. Number 2 and number 1 gives you again 21. But hold on for a minute. This is Piscean energy in tarot. Pisces represents fish. We're no longer in cycle. That cycle ended in 21. Your soul, whether you accept it or believe it or not, on another different journey. That's why I started the soul's journey channel and tarot. This High Priestess the universal standpoint, this is the order. Masculine and feminine. The High Priestess in tarot, the Hierophant in tarot, modern day tarot, Hierophant. In ancient tarot, you got High Priestess, and this here Hierophant is the priest. Masculine and feminine energy. Together, they manifest everything from above to below. This is a spiritual card. We know that. In a lot of cases, it represents what? Contracts and the justice system. Whether it's a marital contract, regardless, contracts. In the beginning, your soul and the universe signed a cosmic contract to come here in human form. And it was based on this. All right. They added, change is coming. They added these two. Remember now, in the Bimbine tablets, there's only 54 cards. And who is in the center of the Bimbine tablets in ancient Kemet or ancient Egypt? The High Priest. The High Priestess. All right. The Emperor and the Empress was added. That's why they made, you notice that's why they made 5 and 4 is 9. It represents endings. This is the ending of a worldly empire. 5 and 4 is 9. All right. So they jump from with the High Priestess and then gave the priest, the other spiritual being that's connected to the universe, 5. Because just like they changed everything else to blind you, to trick you, this is European origin. You will never find in any time an emperor or empress that is European. High priest, high priestess, that is ancient. Your soul is the food. Okay. Number one is magic. Heku. You can manifest anything that you desire in this physical plane because this food, your soul. When your soul starts out, the first stop that you make is this. The first thing that your soul desire is to make shit happen. Just heck. All right. And then after you are able to make things happen, you're going to need these two energies in order to help you make things happen. Your soul is connected to this. Okay, so your body is your soul essence. Ka is your spirit essence. The language or expression of this text or any language is called Medu, nature. The language of nature, because in ancient times, they didn't have vowels in the system, the writing system. A, E, I, O, U, right? So nature, and as opposed to nature that you know now, is called in ancient time nature, E-T-R. We even say nature root. Now, why am I saying this? In nature, that's outside. That's outside. Hopefully all of y'all can agree with me that nature is outside. And because nature is outside, that's where you have your agriculture, land, Shu, Tefnu, Geb, Shu. These are your four elements of creation. Without Geb or earth, we ain't here. Without Tefnu, atmosphere, oxygen, air, we're not here. Without Shu, sky, we're not here. We're not here. So nature in R represents harvest. There are 3 seasons that the universe acknowledged, with 4 months in each season, giving you a total of 12. So instead of when you look at this, let me give it to you. Change is coming. I may not have them all in here, but you'll get what I'm talking about. 1 through 12. All right, let me give you the breakdown of this here. It may not be perfect, all right? When you look at the clock, that's how you tell time, right? And it goes from what? 1 through 12. Each one of those sections or hours is considered a cosmic astrological time phase, if you will. The universe goes in space, goes by space, not time, space. So your clock is really an astrological, an ancient Kemet. This is how we got our clock system today. However, it is not 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It's this. Constellations from Aries to Pisces. For example, Aries. Which way am I going? All right. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. When you think about the 12 disciples, there are 12 constellations. Okay. I did a video recently, well, a few years back, and I was telling everybody how that the Pope and the Queen not gonna make it. So don't get mad at me because y'all Queen is gone. That was the universe doing. Because why is they gone? It's cosmic. It's cosmic. Universal harvest season, endings and beginnings. Your queen is gone because of this. And many others is going to follow right behind it. Okay. So, March 28, 2023, you'll be in what is called the spring solstice or spring equinox. That's the beginning of your year. 12/21/21 until 12/21/22 until 12/21/22. Come on now, Carl. Your soul started a new journey. You may not know it and you may not believe me, but universally, as above, so below. Universally, your soul, I'm not talking about you physically, your soul started a whole new soul's journey in a whole new cycle. So year one up until 12/21/22 this year, if you take 22. During Pisces season this year, 2/22/22. How many of y'all remember that? February 22nd, 22. I did a video. Add these up. It breaks down 12, 2/22/22. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 10. 10 in universal language breaks down to 1 because 1 plus, hold on, where you at? 1 plus, wait. One plus 0 is 1. 10. 1 plus 0, 1. There's your soul, and there's your manifestation. There's your soul, And there's your manifestation. All you need now is your spiritual backing from the universe. Okay, now that I'm done with that part, all right. Your soul or ba is depicted as a bird with the head of the deceased person. And ba can journey between both existence. Your ba, now remember now, your ba is your soul. All right. Ka is your spirit. Your ba can journey between both existence of the deceased or the dead, the existence of the living or life. After entering into October, as of today, as of the 22nd, we are in the first harvest season cosmically of a whole new universal cycle. And the times and the dates that y'all need to be mindful of is December 21st, 2022 or 22. Right? Now, 2022 bring down to a 6. In tarot, the 6 of Cups, it can mean when you was a child, friends, old friends, but it also means what? The most important thing of the 6 of Cups, in ancient Kemetic tarot on the Membrane tablets, the 6 of Cups means what? Past life. If you get a reader and they doing a reading and then they get a 6 of Cups that pop out, they will always tell you could be dealing with someone from your childhood or in the past, yada, yada, yada. And then they'll say, or they always leave our people's most important phase out. Or you could be dealing with someone from a past life. Soul connection. That's the food. Okay, what does that have to do with anything in today's time? During this retrograde, a lot of 6 of Cups has been coming out. How do I know it? Because I've done all of y'all's energy readings 2 weeks in a row for the first time on this channel. 2 weeks in a row. And I was to show y'all the cards, and I will tomorrow. If I were to show y'all the repetitive cards, y'all would agree with me. Yeah, all you got to do is go back and look at the videos. The 6 of Cups, just like any other reader, the 6 of Cups keeps coming out because you're entering into a whole new dimension as of last year, 12/21. And the universe is allowing us with these retrograde energies for people, places, and things to pop up from the past in this life and in past life. I was in a conversation with someone earlier this year, and in the conversation, they told me, they said, we got a past life connection. And I was like, yeah, I know, I've been telling you this. That's why I said that from a business standpoint, we have unfinished business. But the individual was not interested in the past life unfinished business. So what the universe did was, it wasn't my doing, but what the universe did was, okay, Ivory, ain't shit you can do about that. We got to close that one out. But the first 9 cards in tarots ends with the Hermit. And it's in this Hermit energy that you get to do this. Go within and reflect on spiritual matters pertaining to the universe. So a lot of y'all are about to have people from your past in this life and people from your past. We're talking energy now. Past life soul connects and contracts are going to be doing this all the way up until March 28, 2023. And then many things are about to end on this end. Governments, world leaders. But right now, somebody that understands ancient Kemetic history, from whence all of your religions, before there was any religions, it was all Kemetic spirituality. And there's one world leader that is of European descent who not only understands this, but he gets it and he respects it. And they told you, just like they told you in the Bible and in the Quran and in the Torah, Egypt was evil. But everybody got all of their knowledge and their systems out of that place. There's one European leader who knows this. And they, just like they said Egypt is evil, they said that this world leader is evil. You know what his name is? Putin. Hold on. Let me drop some knowledge for y'all today. He understands, Putin understands this it's all coming to an end. He knows that. He knows this, right? He knows that there's an aftermath and an afterlife, right? All right. So when all the governments and everything of the world comes to an end and everything starts all over, you have never, the most powerful empire ever to exist on this planet were the dynasties and Kemet that you call Egypt. Since then, the most powerful empire was the British Empire. We know that it ended. After the British Empire ends, what became the next most important and largest empire? America. So you had the Roman Empire, the British Empire, and America's empire, right? All three of which are what? European empires. Before these empires, the greatest one that all three of these empires got their knowledge of everything, including language, was the Kemet Empire, the dynasties of Kemet, you call Egypt. Now, so Putin is the only European world leader who has never, ever, he or his predecessors, they have never, ever invaded Africa. Why? They know. It started there. Anything you know about the soul Where you at? Keep losing your ass. There you go. Anything you know about the soul started in Africa. The oldest people on the planet that you know of started in Africa. This food is about the soul. And no other civilization or people on the planet know more about spirituality and the soul than Africa. Whether you're going by mitochondrial DNA, Africa. Africa. Hold on for a second. That's somebody I be getting these here messages. So somebody said that they they done killed another black person. But anyway, so Africa. So what Putin is doing is this. He teamed up with Fidel Castro. I'm talking about change today. He teamed up with Fidel Castro to help South Africa and Africans in the Congo to fight against apartheid. Fact. But they want you and me to say Putin is evil. What has Putin done to you? I'll wait on the comment. Can anybody tell me what Putin has done to you? I'm not talking about against his enemies, Europe, Rome, Germany. No, I'm talking about you. Or what has he done to the oldest people on the planet that stems from Africa? Not a damn thing. You can't pay that man to invade 1 ounce of Africa. In fact, he has gone to Africa to try to help get China's ass out of there. We're headed now to the endings of what you call the world. The world is not a geographical place. The world is a system. In ancient Kemetic time, this image you see on here, this European woman is my aunt. Just like I told you, this is the wounded warrior. This dog is not on the picture on the Bimbine tablets 4,700 years ago. There's a beast-like, cat-like, that bit off the thigh of the wounded warrior, and he couldn't walk, and he had to stay on his horse. All your secret societies know this shit. They know that their shit's coming to an end. That's why as soon as the queen passed away, thank universe she gone. Yeah, I said it. Because if I were to tell you why I'm saying that, do I have it here? I can't wait till I get through with remodeling my studio in another room in the house. Hold on for a minute. Let me see if I can find something for y'all. Damn. Just when you need it. Shit. Then I take it to the back and I don't want to get up. Damn. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Powerful shit. I think I may have it right here. Okay. Do I have it? Oh, yeah. I got that ass. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some knowledge in it. Hold on. Two. All right, here we go. And this is what I'm getting ready to share with y'all. There's a page missing. There it is. All right, I'm going to start from the back and then go to the front. The Romans, the Greeks, and Europe, their plan was to take the planet away from the original people and to defy nature and cosmic universal order to bring the planet out of balance because their origin is not of this planet. How do I know that? The sun, S-U-N, is the reason why everything on this planet has life and more abundant, whether it be vegetation, whether it be animals or melanated people. We're the only one. Everybody else, listen to me good now before I read this. Everybody else, they need sunscreen protection to protect them from the very element of creation that gives us life. If they are out in the sun too long, they get sunskin cancer or they get cancer because of lack of melanin. Wherever they come from, it's a colder planet. And the sun that they do get is far away. It's a cold star. All right. The scheme for them was to rule the planet by controlling trade and colonizing all of the nations on this planet. The 13, hold on. Britain, the Queen, her and her family, as of today, 65 countries has gotten their independence back from England. 1/4 of the world's land, the best of the lands on this planet, 1/4 of the world's land was once ruled and controlled and owned by Britain. 117 modern countries today has British armies or representation. The Americas, as we call it, the USA, is on a second book of laws that's based on what we call, or what they call, the American British Corporation, ABC. You're not going to hear this here anywhere else unless you go to some folks that know what I'm talking about. Now listen, 60% of all the world's nations is controlled, occupied, I'm talking about the wealth and everything, by Britain. We're talking about change. Hold on. And I'm going to show y'all how this here chess game go. All right. King James VI, 1603, formed Scotland and Britain to become what they call now Great Britain as of 1707. Their scheme was to invade every land on the planet, control, occupy, and siege. All right. The 1651 Navigation Act, all colonial import, British imports, and European imports was required to go through Great Britain. That's gold, silver, all this shit, right? All your natural resources, every goddamn thing was meant to be going through trade through Britain because they're the largest naval vessel ships on the planet. Hold on for a second. So India, back in the day, used to control the spice trade, your seasonings, silk, cotton, tea, opium, all of that shit and more was once controlled by India. That was their natural resource. We're going to go further here. Hold on. In the 1820s, Britain controlled these nations, these continents. Listen to me. Let me show you what Britain controlled in the 1820s. That's only 200 and some years ago. They control all of Asia. They control all Africa. They control all of Canada, all of Australia, and all of South Africa in the 1820s. Hold on. Now, let me go forward. I started in reverse, now I'm going to go forward. Britain has invaded. I'm talking about the Queen, the royal family, Buckingham fucking Palace. Buckingham fucking Palace. Invaded over 90% of every country on this planet. Before I go there and go down this here list for y'all, and I'm going to be through. Check this here out. When you playing the game of chess, I want somebody to type in the comments for me. If you know anything about chess, when you playing the game of chess, what's the most powerful piece on the board? This ain't the most powerful piece on the board. If you playing the game of chess, somebody gonna put it in there. Why? What's the most powerful piece on the board? This ain't Jeopardy here. As a matter of fact, this final Jeopardy. I'm waiting to see if anybody know. If you don't know, just say I don't know. But anyway, to go ahead and go forward, the most powerful piece when you playing chess on that chessboard is the queen. The queen is there to protect who? The king. So the most powerful piece on the chessboard and all war strategies is on chess. Chess has its origin in Kemet. I ain't got time to prove that to you. But so the king can go all over, diagonal, straight up and down, and sideways. The king do this. One place to the left, one place to the right, one place up, one place down. That's it. So the queen is always around the king, protecting the king. In the game of chess, when the enemy gets to the point that they got the king blocked in, the only way that they can get that king blocked in, if you know anything about chess, you got to get the queen first. And then 3 moves later, checkmate on the king. All right. Soon as the queen passed, I'll go back and get the clip and I'm gonna put it on in the community for y'all to hear it. Soon as the queen passed, and now they got King Charles, a murderer, on the throne. The very first reporter I heard say out of Britain, the queen was the last royal monarchy, yada, 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 yada. And unfortunately, this is what the reporter said, unfortunately, King Charles' reign will be short. 3 moves, checkmate. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to break down this March 28th. What? All right, I'm back. It's so much stuff in my office. I wanted to get something. I couldn't find it right away. But listen, March 28th, 2023. All right, it's going to break down to a 9 endings. All right. At the end of the winter, you have what is called thaw, where everybody was already cold as winter, all of that shit. And then you what? You thaw out, and then you start planting again, right? That's the new year. Around March 28th next year, get this now, Germany, count it now, 90% of Germans' natural gas fuel comes from Russia. I want y'all to pay attention to this shit. Putin's about to say checkmate. Hold on. 60% of Europe's natural gas, this is for heating now, and transportation. 60% of Europe's natural gas comes from Putin. Biden, when he became president, he stopped and shut down coal miners, natural gas, all of this here shit because they wanted to go green. Soon as the war started in Russia, because this damn old ass bastard made that huge mistake, his ass had to go over there to Saudi Arabia and do what? Beg for fucking oil. Because they want to go green. They want to go against nature. They want to go against the universe, right? So you got Germany, all of Europe, and America. You're getting ready to see skyrocketed utility costs. That was one of the reasons why your gas prices went up. But because they keep lowering the interest rate or raising the interest rate and to the point to where it's now they can't raise it no more. We're in the fiat system now. On the global market, the dollar is worth 20 cents. Because the U.S. used to own all of the gold, used to house and control all of the gold reserves and all of your federal reserves and all of your global reserving banking systems. America and Europe. Now Europe and Germany and Asia is about to go through the coldest winter. I was watching footage on YouTube about 2 months ago. In Germany, they know this cold ass winter is coming. It's too late now. Y'all done put all these sanctions on who? Putin. Because he's trying to get back what? Land that Europe and America and Germany signed some fucking papers and documents under the Reagan administration that says the Soviet Union no longer exists. Right? So he vowed to his predecessors that are dead and says, I'll get our land back. Who ain't gonna fight for their shit they know is they shit, and it was illegally on the international market taken away. All right. So 2.5 months ago, I'm on YouTube and I see this here come across the screen, and I see all these lines. Some cases in Germany, they say upwards of 40 miles long cars. What are they waiting to get? Oil, propane, and kerosene. That's produced where mostly? Russia, Saudi Arabia. Now we know that the Middle East, they hate who? Europe, America, Germany. And when I say America, we in Canada too. So if the majority, 1/3 of the planet's oil is produced by Saudi Arabia, the majority of the natural gas on this planet is produced in Russia. That's what you need in an industrialized world that we live in, whether it be to heat, to travel, or to cook. 40-mile long. Putin every day, he burns, throwing money in the garbage. He burns 70 million air pounds, if you will, of natural gas. Just because why? He was supplying all of Germany and 60% of Europe, who's put sanctions on him. These motherfuckers finna freeze. That's why Biden went back in April to Saudi Arabia and says, okay, hey, Prince, hey, remember me, I'm Biden. I'm your buddy. They laughed at that Biden, gave him the middle finger and laughed at his ass on global TV. Trick, we getting you shit. We remember how y'all bombed us. They can't go to Russia for shit. So the change that's coming, March the 28th, let's see how Europe, the queen is gone. When she left, 14 nations, 7 of which in Africa, 14 nations, her and her royal family owned and controlled the wealth, the primate, and the natural resources, the gold. During her funeral procession, they showed her with this necklace on that was worth $400 million. And guess who it belonged to? Africa. Nefertiti. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the age of Aquarius, and we're in the age of, or we're in the energy phase of Mercury Retrograde. Don't ever forget Mercury Retrograde, this energy, this planet. Communications, all this shit's finna go down the whack. But now check this here out. So the whistleblowers, that's that Mercury Retrograde energy. The whistleblowers, I love their asses. They snitching on themselves. That's the 5 of Wands energy that kept coming out all week long, fighting in conflict, right? The whistleblowers, there are whistleblowers that are telling the world now, hey, I went in, I'm just paraphrasing. When I was in Buckingham Palace, I saw a lot of shit from Africa. Furnishings, artifacts, gold, diamonds, granted, statues that They would take off the head in Kemet because they couldn't get the whole goddamn thing in Buckingham Palace. And it's there. The Vatican, they got a lot of shit. All right. So now the chess game is coming to an end. The queen bee gone. She the one protects the king. Her low down, murderous ass son who had his own ex-wife murdered. Don't ever forget this. King James, of which you get a lot of our quote unquote earlier presidents, they are direct descendants of that's King James. The one that our folks love to hold under their arm, the Bible, and don't know nothing about this trick. All this shit is about today. I'm smiling because for the past 6 years on Facebook, I've been telling everybody about the shift. I've been telling everybody about the change. I've been telling everybody all the time, regularly, until people that look like me and you started reporting me to Facebook, started hacking, stalking the page, till I just said, screw it. You're not going to find not one human being, I haven't, one human being, not predicted, but that warned everybody. October 15th, I remember specifically, 2017. Don't take the fucking shot. The very first thing that I titled in that video is, the virus is coming. The pandemic is coming. The planet will be locked down. They will force you to take this out. America financial system is going to crash. There's 2 labs, one in Wuhan, one in North Carolina, that they cooking up a dirty virus. This year, after all this shit had happened, with the exception of the crash that's coming, and I'm smiling because it's going to be a restart, the shifting, and the universal change. And another reason why I'm smiling is because when I had the dream and I was in ancient Kemet and a high priest and a high priestess, the high priest holds all secrets and all knowledge and don't share shit, right? But in the dream in 2017, in August, it scared the shit out of me. Why am I in a dream and I'm in ancient Kemet? And they said, let us show you what's going to happen. And you want to be the one to share it. It took me 2 months. Scared as shit. And the ancestors wouldn't let me sleep. No rest, no peace, no nothing. I didn't even, in fact, I had a heat stroke at work outside. I did public utilities, line maintenance, where I go to your utility poles and fix your power and shit. I had to retire. And the universe says, and my ancestor says, do you get it now? Go let them know. And on October the 15th, 2017, I left Facebook. At that time, I don't know what, 7,000, 8,000 followers on Facebook. Of course, 5,000 friends. And that was my 4th Facebook page when I made that announcement. After that came the dream of the water. I've been telling people, and my sister that's here, Monique, could tell you, I've been telling people ever since I've been on Facebook, my catchphrase is, keep your eyes on the sky, keep your eyes on Asia, and keep your eyes on water. Everything that was supposed to taking place before these events in the skies, in the cosmic, it happened. As above, so below. So I knew it was going to happen. And then as far as Asia, keep your eyes on Asia. Everybody on the planet now, unless you deaf, dumb, and stupid, know that this damn virus originated in a lab in where? Wuhan. How am I supposed to know this 3 years before lockdown? They took the damn video down. The ancestors made them put it back up this year. I pinned to my page. They took that motherfucker back down. And then sent me an email from Washington, D.C. and sent me an email from Mark Zuckerberg as saying, do not post misinformation on your platform anymore, or you'll be banned from Facebook permanent. I can't even do, there used to be 800, 1,000 people in my lives on Facebook. I can barely get 5. I went to open back up the email this year so that I can reply to this email that came from Washington, because I wanted to say this, motherfucker, look, how you gonna tell me I'm spreading misinformation? Didn't we get a fucking virus, Mr. President? Washington. Oh, did y'all not lock this motherfucker down, Washington? Oh, by the way, y'all wasn't making motherfuckers take the shot? Oh, okay, then my bad. The virus started in Wuhan. Oh, Funky Fauci that was running the damn lab and gang of functions in North Carolina. Y'all telling me now that this shit? So why the fuck is y'all having hearings on this shit? But guess what? I couldn't even reply to the email. They blocked me from sending the return email. All right. Back to October. And then to March, and I'm going to be done. We're about to enter into a historical moment that you're going to start seeing people, world leaders, elites, and people that look like me and you on a lower level transitioning to the afterlife. First, it's like the universe said, let me get all these low down, dirty, evil ass beasts off the fucking planet first. And people that have wronged you, they're going to be having to deal with Mama Universal. This month coming up, October, is going to take me back to that dream of the shift, of the harvest. And every seed that has ever been planted in this earth, negative. Every seed that anybody has ever placed in your life, negative, it's going to have to give an account to the universe. And then the water is going to come. When I say water, let me give you the scale of water that I'm talking about. from the dream standpoint. The planet is shifting. I've done a demonstration on Facebook many times where I take a glass of water and it's half full and I tilt it without it running over. This is all scientific fact. And in that glass of water, when you take half a glass of water and you turn it sideways without any of the water coming out, one end of the glass, the water is full, almost like it's going to run over. On the back side, the front side that you tilting it is less water. That's a drought. Now, before a lot of folks start hearing about, well, you know what's happening on the West Coast, out west, you know, the Hoover Dam and all of these fucking dams and all of these fucking water streams that they rely on water is drying the fuck up. I've been telling people this. That's one thing pertaining to water. The other thing is now they're saying that we have a 100-year water drought in this country. The water that you're drinking in bottles is distilled tap water that you buying now. That's a fact. They boil in the water, put it in bottles, and they say it's distilled or drinking water. It ain't no damn fresh spring water that you paying a lot of money for. That's another thing of the water effect. The water that you drink, you were locked down and if you caught that dirty virus, they said your ass has got to do what? Quarantine for 2 weeks. When the water crisis globally hits the ceiling, can't go without water for 2 weeks, folks. And they know this. They are hoarding the water. 2/3 of this planet is water. They got all the technology and all the filtration systems and the water plants and the water facilities that they can get water straight out of the ocean and put it on grocery shelves if they wanted to. But these beasts don't want to do that shit. They are afraid like a motherfucker because they know his shit is about to change. The other water thing that you're going to see affected is this. You're going to see some storms starting next year. This was your preparation year this year. That was the first year. This was the first year after new cosmic cycle. We're no longer in that old cycle called Pisces, y'all. And when you start seeing the intensification, because the planet is shifting, and then you have a binary system similar to Earth's solar system that's going counterclockwise instead of like us. That's lurking on the outside of your Kuiper belt out in space. It has a planet that I've seen. That's 9 times the diameter size larger than our largest planet, Jupiter, of which is 9 times larger in diameter of planet Earth. It is an ionized planet, a pale dwarf planet, star, if you will. Planet. Huge. It has a tail that stretches 250,000 Earth miles. The tail behind this planet. And in this tail, it is just cosmic debris, asteroids, comets, debris from other fucking planets. I'm not telling you no lie. And ancient Kemet on the walls, the ancient Kemetites call this here the destroyer. In Asia today, in its astrologers and ancient scientists and shit, they call it the red dragon. Some of y'all know it as Nibiru, but they banned me from talking about Nibiru. So I had to just say there's a planet. I don't need to use y'all fucking European name, scientific given name, but let me tell you something. This planet is an ionized planet. It has a gravity pull 1,000 plus times the gravity pull of Earth. Listen to me good, y'all. One of the asteroids that is swept up, that's 300 plus miles in diameter. Because of a lot of the other planets in Mother Universe allowed this asteroid to get outside of this huge magnetic planet. If you take a magnet, I even did this demonstration. If you take a large device about this big, hold on, let me get something big. Here goes something. Now, do I have a penny? What's the smallest damn? Any other time I have all kind of shit, all right, I use this damn heart. Shit, anything. Any other time, everything will be right here. They just don't want me to share this here knowledge with y'all. All right. Let's say this is that huge planet. This is my sage bowl. Let's say they got this huge planet that's out there. And I'm finna tell y'all why Emeritus is going up in the orbit, this damn NASA thing. But anyway, listen. Let's say this is the planet. They call it Nibiru. I just say planet. They don't allow me to say that on Facebook. I don't know what they're going to say on YouTube. And this is Earth. This is planet. This is Earth. This has 1,000 more power as far as gravity pull than Earth. Here's the shift. The closer this here, Earth is doing this. This planet is doing this. And the closer it gets to Earth, and it has its own 7 planets and its own failed dwarf star or sun. I've shared with people many times, live, family, friends, neighbor, and every time when I know it's going to be out there, and the next time if I'm on YouTube, well, not if I'm on YouTube, the next time it happens, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna say, hey, I want everybody that can go outside and look in the sky. But anyway, my sister know what I'm talking about. And there's 2 suns. One's just darker than the other, but it's a sun. It's a failed dwarf sun or failed dwarf star. All right. So this big, huge planet, the gravity, every time we go in opposite directions, and it's getting closer and closer, it does this to the planet Earth. If you take 2 magnets and take them side by side, you take one magnet that's bigger and one magnet that's smaller, and you place it, it'll suck that smaller magnet in, right? This is exactly what's going on in the cosmic, and it's causing the planet to shift. Now, what they are doing is they are sending up Aramis, this new NASA space shuttle that they say they're going to take it up there because of exploration. Bullshit. Bullshit. And that name that they call the spaceship is connected to who? Sekhmet. That's what that name means. Go research it. I've already been done it. All right. On this spacecraft that NASA's sending up, no humans on board. The most important mission in space history, and you don't even put a human on board. What do they got on board? They got robots. They got cloned humans running the space shuttle. One of which is a woman with melanated with the organs of a melanated woman that they are going to, through their technology, when they shoot that rocket up there, that woman is going to be pregnant. I want y'all to hear this shit, and they're going to ban it. I don't give a damn. Because the scientists want to see what type of effect is space going to have on these cloned as females. The other reason is, y'all remember the movie Independence Day? And they sent a nuke to try to destroy the mothership, and they lost. But all in Buckywood, they always try to show themselves as being a fucking hero. Well, if y'all such a hero, why are y'all not putting no people on that space rocket? You know why? It's a one-way mission to destroy this here asteroid, 300 miles in diameter. That's due to hit Earth 2030, end of 2029, or they say by March 28. Get these dates now, March 28, 2030. I've already posted on my page on Facebook. They keep taking the damn video down, but now check this here out. So they're hoping to blow this thing up because it has been swept up. Now, they had a good eye picture and using sacred chromatic geometry formula, mathematical formula, to give an anticipated date back in 2004. And 2012, it's like, Houston, we got a fucking problem. 8 years later, Houston, we got a problem. What's the problem, Houston? That goddamn thing has been sucked into our orbit. And every time it goes around the sun, the energy from it pulls it closer. And it gets closer, closer to whereas now they're saying by 2030. They don't want to wait. So they don't want to wait till the last minute. That's why but guess what? Mama Universe listen, Tesla ass. See, they trying to go where our ancestors originated on our other planet, Mars. And they are doing every fucking thing that they can, charging. They're going to be charging y'all asses $250,000 to take a trip to Mars. And every time they take people to Mars that can afford to pay $250,000, they already know that they can live there. That's damn sure been like. But guess what? The deities on Mars is kicking their asses out. And every time they send them goddamn rovers there, they get them pictures back. Guess what? They see shit that they've been working on being destroyed. You got astronauts that ain't even came back, been gone for years. You think they're going to tell y'all? They got clones of those people. And their families know that it is a top secret mission, and the families have to be protected. And hey, look, your loved ones ain't coming back, but y'all millionaires, y'all rich, go live. You said anything, y'all dead. Simple. It's a one-way mission. A one-way mission. March 28, 2023 marks the beginning of Aries season. Everything started on this planet with Aries, even in the cosmic with all the constellations of the zodiac. The fool, where yet? The fool would have journeyed 1 year into a whole new cosmic cycle. Now the magic begins. Where you at? Now the magic begins. Now the magic begins. Don't let me down now. Now there it is. No, it ain't. Now the magic begins. Heckle. This is connected to the universe. This is connected to your soul's journey. This is you wounded. All of us has been wounded. Spiritually, mentally, psychologically, name it. That's you. This is the universe. And the universe has already manifested a whole new cosmic cycle, giving you a zero, a fresh start, 1 year. 1 year. And in this 1 year, you had the opportunity to revisit my universe's spiritual system through these two. Am I closing? You're going to see the high priestess, and they'll tell you everything. Oh, somebody's in a committed relationship. That person married. They already, that ain't, all right, that's the European. All right, listen. You're going to see the Hierophant and the high priestess in tarot more than anything else going forward, along with the Six of Swords, the World card, the Magician, the Fool, the Hermit, the Devil. This is Earth element. The Devil, the Chariot, the Sun, Death, Judgment, Justice, karmic justice, world leaders coming to an end, being judged, justice, and Tower. These are the cards. Don't believe me. Go get a reading. When you leave from here, and the Emperor and the High Priest, the Emperor and the Empress, that's me and you in the physical. But now check this here out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take these 15 cards, and there's 4 more. But these 15 cards, 3 more. Take these 15 cards that I just showed y'all. Let me do it for you again, so that way you'll know that you heard it here. These cards right here. Hold tight. I'm trying to put them in order as fast as I can, y'all. Hold on. And if you go and write this down, you'll say, he was right. Oh, I know I'm right. I done already seen it. I done already had the dream. I already got the vision. I'm just warning people now. That's all. I have mentally prepared myself because it's some scary shit that's about to happen. All right, here we go. These are the majority of the cards you're going to see in most readings going forward. This already happening, but going forward, if you just go and do it today. Fool card. So, every time you see the Fool card, just think of your soul's journey. Fool card. Universe. Magician. You're going to card a lot in readings. All right, now this is their version right here. Emperor and Empress. That is you in the physical. But, hold on. I had it wrong. The High Priestess. Don't go by the number order, the Hierophant. Then you and I in the physical, the Emperor and the Empress. You're going to see these cards come out a lot. Chariot, Hermit. That's you going inside, reconnecting with your soul. Spiritual reflection, reflecting. Karmic justice, global justice. Systems falling under justice. Death. This death card was on one of the mummy's bodies, on the mummy's body, when they found the Bimbine tablets in ancient Kemet. They say death and spiritual transformation. That is life and afterlife. The ending of one cycle, the ending of one human soul's journey, that's the death portion, endings. On the physical plane, it could be endings of world leaders, endings of civilizations, ending of marriages, ending of anything, ending, whatever ending. The devil. This is the earth. This is Geb. The most abuse on this planet that the universe recognizes is the abuse of these two energies and powers that all of us was given when we come here on our soul's journey. Love is the highest vibrational energy on the planet. When you abuse that, Mama Universe gonna come and deal with your ass. 2 is called free will. That's your leap of faith in the food card. That's why religions will tell you free will. All right. That's earth element. Gaia. Earth is the only element of creation that we call the first family. You have earth, fire, water, and air. Right? Fire, water, and air is in its sacred status. Earth is the only one that has not regained. Daughter Earth is the only one that has not regained its sacred status. Earth element. Because of the abuse of power, toxicity, deceptions, you name it. All that shit, right? And then you have the tower. You're going to see these cards a lot, folks. Sun, Judgment, and World. When you go and leave from this here channel, just know that change is coming. Whatever you've been putting in the universe, I don't have it out here, the other 3 cards. The universe is going to repay you what you put in. That's that Wheel of Fortune card. Karma. Akasha Records, 6 of Cups. Past life. If someone would have told me, King, did you not know that you have ancient Kemetic origin or DNA in you? I would have said, man, get out of here with that shit. But after my dream, and I was told to let people know that keep your eyes on the sky, keep your eyes on Asia, and keep your eyes on water. And then the dream to confirm it. And a high priest and a high priestess with me got long Kemetic locks. I'm in ancient Kemet Never physically been there. I've been there and journeyed there many a times, though. Come here, we want to show you something. Then I began to realize, oh my goodness, I started getting questions that I've had about my life answered after these dreams. Things like, how can somebody be shot at 300 times plus times in one 24-hour span, running for my life, and still here? To have guns pulled to my head in my low vibrating, low south node days, triggers pulled, click, and motherfuckers be like, used to be like, so is you the devil? Enemies. And they leave me alone. When my mother have to put me in the trunk of cars, cabs, taxi cab, to hide me from people that wanted her son dead. Then my mom got to move and my sister got to move because why? They come by and shoot up the house. I wasn't nothing nice. So after these dreams, when I used to ask, when I was in church, God, why did you still allow me to be here? What is my purpose? What is my mission? I couldn't find it in religion. But now, I know. Let people know what's happening and what's to come. And make sure that you put more emphasis and focus on your soul journey than your physical desires. That's the mission. That's the purpose. I was a teacher in my past lifetime, warning people of the same thing. And life ended short in my most recent human experience because I was dealing with some karmics. It's all in my book. So I said, okay. So Spirit says, you want to start all over and repeat the same cycle and then come to the afterlife and you still got all that karmic debt and you take your ass back down there again? Or do you want to close that cycle out and pay your karmic debt? And then you will have a choice to return as a spirit guide, not a human fucking being. I said, sign me up, universe. Sign me up. And ever since then, I've been a target. Little old me. Why the fuck Washington, D.C. sending me emails telling me about misinformation when the shit done already happened and everybody know that it ain't no misinformation? They did lock your ass down, didn't they? You did experience a virus, didn't you? They did tell you you got to take that shot, right? Oh, by the way, y'all do know what 2 labs it came from, right? Oh, I even told everybody, the 5 cities, that they was going to allow the shit to spread in the country. And the airports that was going to be used to do it. 3 years in advance. Now I'm telling everybody, under the sound of my voice, change is coming. Shit's happening in your skies. Keep your eyes open. Shit has already happened in Asia, and it ain't all. It's happened already. Now the water. More people are going to die from water than all of the worlds on the planet combined. When you get on the news, America, we pray for all of our citizens. yada, yada, yada. Either an asteroid is coming that's going to hit from the sky, another dirty bomb from a lab, and tidal waves, water, mile high. That's why they are headed to the Ozarks to retire in Arkansas and Missouri and in Colorado, these places, because they're trying to get a mile above sea level water coming. When you take an object this big, solid iron magnet, solid iron, and the gravity pull along a big giant magnet, and you take this little old planet called Earth, and this damn thing is getting closer and closer. They can't destroy that. They trying to destroy the damn asteroid. Damn the planet. And every time it passes by opposite orbiting of Earth, Earth wobbles. Every 8 days, the same amount of time of a woman's cycle, they have to update the GPS. That's why your phone be always what? Up fucking dating all the time. Because why? The GPS is off. Every airport, every military base, everywhere on this planet, they have to adjust and update their satellites and GPS tracking devices. Because the planet is shifted. It's been shifted. It's been shifted. So, for those of you who haven't done it already, go do your work. Go do your number 9. There's 9 people in here as I say this. Go do your 9. What's your 9? Get your right. Where you at? Get your soul. Go get your soul right. I'm telling you now. Go get your soul right. Do the work. Keep hate. If somebody that wronged you calls you up out of the blue, or you run into them out of the blue, and you know this is a person that wronged you, or enemy, or foe, or whatever, and they ask you for forgiveness, forgive them. You don't have to have shit else to do with them. Forgive them. It's going to help your soul. It's going to help your journey. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. It's going to help your soul's journey. We need to spend more time in this position right here. Letting the universe, letting Ra, the sun, in this little thing right here, this lamp, shine over your soul and your heart. Decisions is made free will through the soul. Decisions is made through the heart. When the heart and the soul and your third eye or your pineal is on one accord, if you will, you have what is called a Kundalini experience. I've had mine. And once you experience a Kundalini experience, 221 in here, break that down to 5. Change, spiritual change, significant spiritual change will take place in your life. From your soul space. This is the reason why I have what is called now Soul's Journey and Tarot. Tarot is not the most important, it's the soul. 222 as I say that. October, next month, don't get involved in too much of hardly nothing, especially contractual or relationships or what have you. If anything, do this, because once you do this, anything around you in your environment that does not satisfy your soul, get rid of it. I don't care if it's a child, a mama, a aunt, a uncle, a husband, a wife, whatever it is, because you got to realize that the soul knows what's best. The soul knows its purpose and its journey. You don't. I don't. It took me years of this, and I'm born on the 9th. It took me years to get to this. After I came into the knowledge of the truth we call conscious awakening. When I left that pulpit in 1999, it took me another 15 years to get to this. 15. Constantly making mistakes, constantly in and out of toxic karmic cycles with family, friends, and lovers and shit. And then when the soul cries out, look, you either get this shit right and get your shit together, or you can come on back to the afterlife and start this shit all over again. And what we'll do is this here. We'll just get with Mama Universe, and we'll just let Mama Universe, his ass ain't gonna learn. Close that shit out. Let him start all over again. And then have to come back here to this negative vibrating planet, the most negative vibrating planet in the solar system. And then got to come back here and deal with this bullshit all over. I don't want to. So I signed up for Soul's Journey's purpose. I told my ancestors in the universe, yeah, you can use my voice. You ain't scared to die? No. See, that's why we let you be shot at 300 and some times and let your ass live, so that you, when people come talking to you about, all right, you said it again, we're going to kill you. Okay, get in line. Get your ass in line. Been there, done that. When you don't fear death, and when soul is back on its soul's journey's purpose, you will have dreams, and through your meditations and your libations and your manifestations will be so vivid, clear, clarity, 5D. It'll blow your mind. I'm going to see y'all back here at 9 o'clock tonight. Next month, October, I start doing on Sundays the Divine Masculine video. I've done the Divine Feminine videos throughout the month. I've got one more, but throughout the month of September. Now we're going to go over to the Divine Masculine. All of this has to do with the soul. And I had to at least break down, and I'll do it again with the masculine video, but I had to at least break down the origin of tarot, because this used to be called evil when I was in church. All religions are still called as evil, but they're people, they're members. They go get these damn readings, they go to practitioners, and damn it, every pastor that I know is part of some secret society. Every political official, every world leader, all of your elites, even people like, Jay-Z, all of them, they know about this. Millions, hundreds of millions of people watch videos of readers now in the past 20 years than in world history since this has been around for 4,700 years. Why? Because people are no longer going by the norm, the traditions. And they're walking into, some of us are walking into our powers, our gifts. So many of y'all out there are teachers and indigos and high priests and high priestesses and you know, light workers, not dark workers, light witch, not dark witch, not taking the elements of the universe, the elements of creation, and using it against Mother Universe's creation. You signing a death wish. Spell work. Crazy now. Crazy. Because a lot of these here dark ass, these dark energies, they know their time is rapidly coming to a close. 367 new books on spell works just this year. 367. Amazon and Google has, these beasts have made it easy. First, they got folks' mind all fucked up. When you take a fucked up mind and say, hey, look, go do this here, you can pay somebody back. You know how many people that look like me and you out here biting on that shit, falling for the okie doke? And then now they all messed up and they realizing, damn, I shouldn't have did that to that sister. I shouldn't have did that to that brother. And they trying to reverse their own spells. Well, the universe says whatever you put out, that's what you get back. So if you send shit my way, I know who I am now and know that I'm protected too, and I send that shit back, that's what you call a towel. And if they keep doing that shit and you keep sending it back, that's why you got the death card. It don't just mean endings about relationships and all other. No, it's gonna be one reading this year in my closing, one reading this week with a zodiac sign. Death card came out 3 times. I had to pause and come back to the video because I had to meditate and say, Spirit, wait a minute now. I never had the death card to come out 3 times. Spirit said that's mental death, spiritual death, and physical death for someone. Now go back and do the reading. And it's got more views, that reading, than all of the readings that I did this week. So if you go on my page, my channel, and you look and see which reading is 2 of them, they were connected. That has the most views, you'll see the death card 3 times. Scared shit out of me. Because as an energy reader, I'm feeling your energy as I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm feeling the energy. See, some people that know that's on the dark side, they're not going to come into my live or the other energy readers live, and they're not going to comment, they're not going to subscribe, and they're not going to hit that like button. You know why? Soon as they do, I got your energy. So they just, what we call stroll or troll. Stall. And I feel your energy even now. So I say this to you. The divine masculine, what some would call the runner, I do have a message for you. Because why? I was a masculine vibrating in the south node, a runner. I'm just going to bring it uncut, raw, like I did with the divine feminine, and give it to you. But it's based on, and the purpose of it is to let you know there is still a little time left. But if you violated universal laws and you've been sending spell work and shit like that to divine beings, I can't do shit for you. I've had people to call me, want me to do readings. I pick up on their energy, and then when they tell me what I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. You have to go to another reader that you can give some money to. They'll tell you any damn thing you want to hear. I can't. I turn them down. I'm sorry, I turn them down. You a married couple, and one of the spouses come to me, and they say that and I ask them in my questionnaire, and you married? And they say, yeah, I'm married. Do your spouse know that you come here? No, I'm sorry, I can't do no reading for you. Why are you trying to get information on somebody you sleep with every night and you don't want them to know? That's called deception, deceit. I don't even want to tap into your energy. I don't give a fuck how much money you offer. But I just need to know. I just need to know. I got $500. I don't even charge that much. I'm sorry, I can't. Well, do you know? I don't know no other readers. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know nobody. Damn. So what? So what? Hold on. So what am I supposed to do? Take your ass, sit your ass down and go and do some spiritual healing. That's what you need to do. Ain't shit I can do for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I don't apologize. But ain't shit I can do for you. Even as a certified marital counselor, I'm sorry, ain't shit I can do for you. Y'all messed up. One of y'all, Sesame Street, one of these things don't belong here. One of y'all don't belong here. That's my marital counseling advice. That's my spiritual counseling advice. That's my tarot counseling advice. One of y'all don't supposed to be here. One of y'all is a lesson. Now y'all know who the lesson is. And one of y'all is a blessing. Y'all figure that out. Y'all be safe. I see y'all back tonight, 9 o'clock. Peace. I say.